Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking a quick look here at Matic. Just really quick to help understand what we're going to pay attention to here is just a little bit of liquidity levels as well as this current double top pattern. So we just got to be mindful of, kind of the fact that we could see a pullback here now that the liquidity has been swept. While there might be a little bit of a candle wick up here soon, it's a good chance we should see the price action correct itself. Again, we'll double check overextension and a handful of other things as well. But yeah, that's kind of what we're going to be focusing on here today. So if you are new to the channel, cryptocash.tech is a site linked down below where you can benefit from our trade signals and, of course, my private training videos. Congrats to our members for some 27% profit here recently from Matic. And if we go ahead and zoom all the way back into the most recent past, because that was a trade taken a little while ago, we can see here that we took some profits here today for lever trade. That was a nice short. Keep in mind, these are all 5x leverage trades. We keep it safe. We keep it, just it allows for the price action, even though this was like a 2-day trade and we took a lot of percent. Sometimes it might be a week or two, perhaps even a month in some cases. So most of my trades are swing trades, and they are taken in larger time frames, if you will. So that's what we're going to be focusing on here today too. Not the micro. We're not going to look at the 1 minute chart and try to find a good entry. It doesn't make a lot of sense. What makes sense is setting it and forgetting it and taking profits when you're sleeping. That's where the cool thing about this automated trades are, is it totally takes control of everything. You just got to set it and forget it. You can also automatically follow my trades if you want. It's really up to you, but generally speaking, at this point here, that is essentially what a lot of our community members do. So let's take a quick look here at what's going on. Start with a daily and kind of work our way down here first of all, and then just kind of see what's going to happen here next. So big picture, you got to keep in mind we have this massive falling wedge pattern, right? So the price action is moving on down. There's a great chance we have found our bottom based on that sentiment. But also the most recent time frame too, you got to recognize it could come lower. Summer of 22 last year was pretty bad. We came down as low as about 29 cents. So keep in mind, this isn't necessarily the bottom, but it should be the immediate bottom based on most recent lows and that falling wedge pattern. Okay. Furthermore, we can kind of look here at the fact that we've came down as low as 25.30 on the RSI, and the price has slowly worked its way back up. So it hasn't been fantastic. But now that we've broken this most recent high, it's kind of a little milestone for us, we can expect the price action to continue higher and that to be a new support level. Okay, so just kind of keep in mind here, daily close, based on the daily close, we can see right there at about, let's go ahead and approximate about 54 and a half cents is a pretty strong support level. Okay, and it's common when the price action breaks through that level to use it as a support. What do you know? We've seen that happen the last couple of days here. Okay, so generally speaking, that's what we're looking at there. We're over 50 on the RSI, and of course the MACD is still converging. So green lights on all fronts. The thing we do need to recognize that we will have a 50-day SMA resistance level in the relative near future. Again, depends on how soon the price action continues upwards, but generally speaking, we're looking at about 78 cents for that. It's a ways away. Don't got to worry about that. The key takeaway here, so we're above 2 of the stronger or more relevant moving averages. Not stronger by any means, but more so. It helps us understand the trends. Okay. Because if you work your way up here with an ascending trend, you will see, of course, that the 20 is initially the trend setter, and then the 50 will follow suit. So the key here to me is being above the 50 and the 20. I think that's more relevant, just understanding that we've broken the descending trend. Okay, doesn't mean we're going to break out and explode to the moon. It just implies that we're definitely in better shape than we were a few days ago, now that we've broken this most recent high and used it as a support/bouncing level. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking at there. That's positive. Once again, you can kind of see the 50-day SMA ascending positively with this trend line here. And just keep in mind, that's kind of where we're at here for the moment. So let's go ahead and make sure that we got these fib levels here correct. We'll go ahead and draw out a little bit of a line here so we can kind of see it a little better. And then what we want to look at too on the 4-hour, because this is my favorite time frame for swing trading, is just to kind of talk a little bit about the moving average convergence divergence, which we just swung convergently, if you will, if that's even a word, right? We converged effectively to the upside. And we can also see here that we broke through 70, or correction, we're testing 70 in the RSI. Okay, so that leads me to believe that we could very well see a breakout. But we got to recognize here, there's a few things kind of that are contradictory. So let's talk about this. So you can see the money flow index is coming down. Okay, as the money flow index comes down and the RSI goes up, that's typically a sign of reversal. And the main reason why is because as money comes away from this coin and the price comes up, it's really just telling us that the bears are kind of in hibernation. They're just waiting for a time to strike. Most of the time, bears will strike once you've broken this most recent high and you've completed somewhat of a pattern. Okay, now you could argue this is a cup and handle pattern. Not really, but bottom line is we're retesting this level here to try to break through that level. We can see, of course, once again, a double top. Double top patterns have a tendency of doing well. You got to recognize in cryptocurrency, they have a tendency of also being invalidated quite quickly with liquidity sweeps. So in other words, my speculation here is that we're going to see the price action break through that level and then drop down. So it'd be a better opportunity to find a short in the 1.27 to 1.414 levels here, where we can effectively be able to get the price action in this area and short from there instead of trying to short here early and getting liquidated if you take a large leverage trade. I never recommend high leverage or high position sizes. Our leverage amount is 5x, sometimes 10x on our swing trades that I provide to my community. Partly because I don't want you to get wrecked, but mainly because it leads to my success rate. Last month I think we averaged somewhere in the range of about 95% accuracy. Yeah, we took a loss on Frontier, and that's okay. But for the most part, we averaged out at a higher profitable rating, mainly because we're using low position size. And I do also recommend low leverage, of course, if you're trading on your own, right? But that's kind of a different strategy for different folks, right? But that just works well for me. So what I'm getting at here is I think we should probably be patient and wait. It absolutely looks like it wants to break through this level. And let's see if there's any confirming factors for that. All right, so we're testing 70 in the RSI and we're converging in the MACD. Those are all positive signs here telling us the price should continue higher. We're above 50 on the RSI, the 200, as well as the 20. As you can kind of see, the 20 is creating a smaller trend line, and that is essentially working its way up as well. So we want to be mindful of that too. If we break below that, just say the price action goes sideways here for some time, that would be a case in point to consider shorting there. Right now, I think it's a little premature to short. Just my personal opinion. Yeah, so again, things to kind of pay attention to. Let's look at the hourly though and kind of see if there's any proof in the pudding, as some might say. So we're taking a look here. We can kind of see we got a 9 on TD sequential. We went sideways, consolidated nicely. We're up to a 4. So we could have another 4, 5, 6 hours of continuation to the upside to retest that level. While we did also identify that volume is coming down on the 4 hour, the hourly is probably going to tell us a little bit slightly different story, because again, we're maintaining above this moving average here, and that's an important thing. So as we continue to increase volume, price goes with it. So my speculation here is that we're going to see a liquidity sweep first of that 58-cent range, and then the likelihood of the price action pulling back from there. So to me personally, what I'm going to wait for, and again, I'll send this on my Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. I have playout charts that I send out pretty consistently to kind of help educate you on my thoughts and my entries and where I'm planning to take entry. And in this regard here with Matic, I personally think we're going to see a sweep of this area here, and then we're going to consider a short in this range here. So my target would be somewhere in the 58.5 to 59-cent range. So I'm going to set an alert there to kind of reevaluate, see if it comes up there. And keep in mind, it may not come up there at all. And it would be a missed opportunity. But you know what? Cryptocurrency is full of missed opportunities. I mean, you see these these coins. It's never ending how many missed opportunities you have. So don't fret if you miss something out. Okay, you're much better off waiting for a good opportunity than to try to force a bad. Okay, and I'm not saying it's a bad opportunity to long or short right now. I just don't think it's appropriate. Again, just my sentiment there. Last thing I want to summarize with here would be the Ichimoku Cloud, and just kind of confirm here that we do have a green light here to leave your long position open. Okay, so all the more reason not to short into this. Conversion lines above the baseline, we got good momentum. Lagging spans free and clear for at least another 12 to 24 hours. And we're above the cloud here too. So the price goes sideways and down right here. That would be a potential bouncing point or a potential long scenario there for us. Okay. To me, I just feel like going long right here isn't appropriate, and going short right here isn't appropriate because it may not do either of those things. It may consolidate sideways or it might spike up. I think it's more likely to shoot up than down. So that's why I'm going to wait for an entry around the 58.5-cent range. So those are just my thoughts. Feel free to comment below. Let me know if you think otherwise. It's okay. Everyone has their own opinions. And obviously, if you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is a site linked down below. Absolutely look forward to work with you. But the bottom line here is that I greatly appreciate your support. And thanks again for everyone for following us on Twitter, Telegram, and of course Discord. You want to have an opportunity to communicate with myself and tons of other awesome traders. Jump on over here to cryptocash.tech. Or more importantly, the link down below for our Discord. Everything's available on our website too. I greatly appreciate you nonetheless. Thanks again for watching. Hope you learned something here today, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you.